Let's look at Einstein's famous formula, E equals mc squared, which relates energy E, mass m, and the speed of light c. So we're supposed to solve the formula for c and rationalize the denominator. So right now our equation E equals mc squared is solving for E, which is our energy, but we want to solve for c, which is the speed of light. So this is what we want to get by itself. So if I divide both sides by m, then I get E divided by m is equal to c squared. So I have to unsquare the square. So the inverse operation is taking the square root. So I have a denominator underneath the radical. I can't have that. I have to rationalize. This is the same as the square root of E divided by the square root of m, which equals c. So I cannot have a square root in the denominator. So in order to get rid of a square root, I have to square it, which is the same as taking the square root times the square root. So that means in order to get rid of the square root of m, I have to multiply the square root of m by itself. In order to get an equivalent fraction, this number right here that I'm multiplying by has to be equivalent to 1. So let's examine that for a minute. So I have a square root of m in the bottom, and that all has to equal 1, which means the same number has to be in the top. That way I'm not changing the value of the square root of E divided by the square root of m. So whatever I put in the bottom, I have to put in the top. So we've already discussed that taking the square root of m times the square root of m undoes the square root, so that gives me m. And then I have the square root of m times the square root of E, which equals c. Because these are the same exact radicals, I can put m and e underneath the same radical. So it's the square root of m e over m equals c. And that's my answer.